Hi, I'm Dr. Tom Danisiewicz, and today we're going to talk about some exercises you can do if you have an adductor strain or a groin pull. Let's get started. First exercise we're going to do today is a release of the quadricep muscle on the foam roller. We do this because we often develop strains and pulls due to an overall imbalance of our hips. To do this exercise, you're going to need a foam roller. Lay on top of a foam roller, and you will search the area in the front of your thighs from the top of your knees to the bottom of your hips. You're searching for areas that are tender or more tight than the others. When you find these locations, pause on them and gently rock back and forth or side to side until that tenderness decreases or the tightness starts to dissipate. Perform this exercise for 60 seconds, and you can do it throughout the day as necessary. The next exercise we're going to do is a glute release on the foam roller. Again, we're doing this to work on the muscular imbalance that often lies in the hips with these groin pulls. To do this exercise, you're going to sit on the foam roller and lean towards one side. Again, you're going to search from top to bottom, which means from your sit bone up to the top of the hip bone, searching for tender areas or areas that are a little bit tighter than the other. When you find them, you're going to stay on them, again, gently rocking back and forth until that tenderness decreases or you feel that release in the tissue. If you feel like you need to go a little bit deeper, you can cross one knee over the other, and again, search back and forth. If you feel like you need to change position or work a little bit higher in your hip, you can bring yourself back onto the elbow instead of the hand to support yourself. Work this area for 60 seconds, and you can perform it throughout the day as needed. The next exercise is going to be an isometric contraction for those muscles on the inner part of your thigh or the adductors, and we're doing it to start getting some small contractions or light contractions of that muscle to start building up the strength again. To do so, you'll need something to squeeze between your knees. You'll lay on your side with your hips bent and your knees bent to 90 degrees. You'll place something like a ball between your knees so that you can gently squeeze the knees together, feeling that contraction of the muscles on the inner part of your thigh. You want to ensure you're not squeezing so hard that you create pain, just hard enough to feel those muscles start to contract. Hold this for 3 to 5 seconds and relax, and do this in repetition, typically about 5 to 10 reps. Again, you can perform this throughout the day as needed. This last exercise is going to work on some hip movement while we get some slight contraction of those inner thigh or adductor muscles. We're doing this because those muscles need to stabilize us as we start to move our hips. Again, you'll need something to squeeze between your knees to perform this exercise. You're going to lay on your back and again take that ball and put it between your knees. Before you begin, you want to set your core and pelvis by going into a slight pelvic tilt or core contraction. Now you're going to gradually squeeze that ball, again making sure there's no pain in the inner thighs or adductors, and you're going to push through your hips to bring yourself off the ground. Now you can bring yourself a little bit off the ground, or you can go all the way up to parallel, making sure you keep that squeeze of the ball, feeling those inner thigh muscles do some of the work. Pause for a second to two as you're at the top and come back down, and you'll do this in repetition. Perform this exercise for 5 to 10 reps, or as much as you can tolerate with good form. And again, you can do this exercise throughout the day as needed. We hope these exercises were helpful. If you or anyone you know are suffering from an adductor strain or any musculoskeletal condition, please click here to schedule. We have both in-clinic and telehealth options available. And if you'd like to watch more of our videos, please click here. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much again for watching. I'll see you next time.